We're going to take a look at Xtranormal and how to set up your own movie. Begin by going up to the Create tab. And next, you'll take a look at all of the different collections that you can choose from. So select a collection and notice that you can choose one actor or two actors. I'm going to go with pause, two actors. Next, you're going to want to choose a set. A set is where your video is going to take place, the background. And I'll just go with these flowers. And notice that the background behind my characters change. Next, we click on the Actors tab, and we're looking at actor number 1. It is a cat with a striped shirt and brown shorts, but if I wanted to change that, I would just select the cat that I would like. Notice that there are little dollar signs next to each of the icons for the actors. When you're working with Xtranormal, you are granted 300 XP points at the very beginning and for free. And as you create different movies, you have to purchase your actors and your sets. You can reuse the ones you purchase in future movies, but each time you purchase something new, it will cost you in terms of points. If you run out of points, you can always buy more points. So when you choose, you might want to think about $2 signs versus $1 sign. So actor 1 is going to be that critter, and then actor 2 is going to be another inexpensive character, just because I don't have a lot of points. We'll make it that character. Next, we move on to sounds. And with sounds, you can choose a couple of different things. You can choose a background sound, and there's quite a selection to choose from. Or you can choose music to go on in the background. And this is just a short music clip that loops during the course of the conversation between your two actors. In this case, these little critters are outside, so I'm just going to click on, let's see if there's a outside noise. Lots of outside noises. Let's go with children at park, and it will give you a little sample. Okay, I'm not sure I like that, so perhaps I'll come down here and choose a song or some music instead. So let me just scroll through this and see if I can find some music that I like. We'll go with the folk music. Okay, that's something I can deal with. Next, you go to your story, and the story, you actually type in the dialogue. So the first character is speaking, so that's this character here. And hi, how are you today? And you can actually go in and add in some motions. And so maybe this little character is going to blow kisses, and then it gives you a little preview. You can also check the camera angle you want this to be filmed in. So let me double click on that. If you double click and it doesn't open, you can always just drag and drop, and then it gives you different camera angles. So I can go with camera angle 2 is kind of a close-up, camera angle 1. And if you're confused at which characters are in the screen, then you can just go back to the beginning, and that's how I can identify which ones are on the screen. So I'm just going to go with camera 2. Next, if you want your character to make any faces, you can have this one showing joy, and that gives you a presentation or a sample of what that looks like. And we might want to move these icons to the beginning of our dialogue. Otherwise, our character would speak first and then do the actions. So here's our second character. We delete this. I am doing great. Again, we want to give this a camera angle. Let's see, that's maybe that character. I always get confused over which character is which. So I just click through. We don't want a top view, but that one would probably work. Again, I want to drag up an emotion, which is joy. Move my camera angle, and maybe we want this character to do some kind of emotion. Let's see. Lots to choose from, as you can see. Let's see what punch hand. Oh, I know what that is, and that's probably not what we want this character to do. Maybe a thumbs up. Let's see. Okay, she's given a thumbs up. You can also add in music. So perhaps we are want to add in some applause, and then it will also give you an example of what that applause sounds like. Remember, I want to move this right over here in the front before she starts to talk. Maybe we can put in a pause, and then it gives you two different options for how long of a pause. So I'm thinking, and I'm totally stumped, which is a little bit longer. You can actually have your characters look at different things. So in this case, if the character, you can have them look at the current camera. Some of them you can have them look up, look down, different places. You can have them point in different places. I'll just drag that in there. Point behind them, to the ground, and to themselves. Lots of different places. I'm not going to put a pointing in there. When you're finished, you can actually go over and click on preview, and it will render a little preview that is not quite the high quality that your final movie will be in, but it gives you an idea of what it looks like. Sometimes this does fail with longer movies, I've noticed. It does take a little bit of time. So if it does fail, I just went ahead and clicked preview again and let it render its preview to see if it would actually load. And it kind of gives you an example. I'm going to hold off on doing that just because I want to show you a couple of other things over here. To add more dialogue, you click on the plus button, and you can continue to add text-to-speech where you actually type in what you want to have the computer read, and it won't change the voice between the two characters on the free account. Or you can do a voice recording where you actually upload a recording or record your own voice. And you can also do titles and credits that you would either put at the very beginning or at the very end, depending upon if it's a title or a credit. So you would just select, and then you would choose which character would be speaking next just by clicking on the tab of that character. You can preview what their dialogue sounds like by clicking on the microphone icon. And then if you decide, you know what, I really don't want that dialogue, just click on the X and it removes that little box. Okay, so let's go back over here, and once you've previewed it, and let's try the preview again and see if it's going to work for us and not take too long. You can go ahead and save it, which is kind of nice because you can come back at a later time and edit what you've already created. And then when you are satisfied, you just click publish, and you give your movie a name. Give it a short description. If you want to put in some tags, you can. Most of the movies that we create are going to be G-rated, so you don't have to worry about the 13 or 18 or older. When you click publish, it will take a few minutes for your video to render, and then you'll be able to see it in your My Movies tab, which is right back up here at the top. When you go into your My Movies, you will be able to see the movies, and I have a movie that I've already created in My Movies. You'll be able to see the different movies that you've created. You'll be able to download those movies as well as play them and get an embed code that you can share on different websites. So that, in a nutshell, is the Xtranormal interface on how you create a very quick movie.